She is perfect for the scene. Just take her words and follow your dreams. Erica, talk to me. What's the 411? Cause I'm in need. Erica, please talk to me. What's the 411? Cause I'm in need.
Oh, what's up, D?
Hey, what's going on? What's
Too-
cracking?
A lot of stuff looks like it's going on, man. Like we got a good verdict out of George Floyd, huh?
Yeah, about time. I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad it happened.
I expected something, but not everything that he got, to be honest. Like the whole verdict deal, I didn't expect like all three choices. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like they say, Minnesota law is set up to where he probably maybe get 10 years
Yeah,
after it's all said and done.
yeah. When they finish pre-sentence investigation, he's gonna get about 20. He gonna go to the board in what 3, 5, 6 years? Because they say he was allegedly originally trying to take the third degree, whatever that is, manslaughter. Because I think
Yeah.
he knew he effed up, and they just definitely was not finna let that slide because you had too many officers, too many officials saying something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just didn't expect him to get all three charges, if that makes sense. You know? So I didn't expect that. You know, and I definitely think they're gonna appeal it. Normally when they go to appeal court, things turn out a little different for cops. So I don't know. What you think?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think that he gonna appeal it, and shit, they gonna get him down to where he may do 5 years of 20 or whatever, and he'll be out, and NRA gonna take up some money for him, and he gonna be a millionaire like the other dude up in Ferguson, the other cop.
That's crazy. I mean, I was like, dang, that should be the call. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what do you think they're gonna do that woman?
For a woman. Oh, I think she gonna get off because that's a different case. Yeah, she was wrong about the taser, but when you put yourself in a spot where you start resisting, I mean, all she gonna say is she thought he was reaching for a gun and she panicked.
But she
And
at least said taser. So
yeah, but
change.
when you wrestling, all that's off the table. I mean, think about it. Cops been getting off for years just saying the simple fact that I feared for my life.
So I know that, but I just kind of think no, I don't think it's too much a new day because like obviously for the last 2 weeks, cops been really smoking people. You know what I'm saying? Like for the last 2 weeks, I think it's a Biden thing because Biden is in office and this cop is on trial who's been doing whatever he's been doing for a very long time. And they said that now, I read somewhere where they're now on the investigation. So maybe he's talking. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? You know, like once one of those white boys, if they get in trouble and you're not defending him, so obviously he's gonna start saying stuff. You get what I'm saying? Something's gonna break. They're gonna go. I think they're gonna go do an appeal either on a lesser sentencing or whatever. Because in his mind, obviously we know he did wrong, but he gonna be like he don't think that he reflected any pain because his lawyer kept saying he was doing what he was taught. So
yeah, but I say it like this.
taught him that whenever he was in the field, so he's been accustomed to it, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but why do let the store owner who called the police on George Floyd, why does he get a pass? Why are black people still shopping at his store?
Well, they just stupid. Like, there's no way in the world I'll be at that store and the young man who called the police or said somebody $20, now he feels bad because he feels as if he wouldn't have just took it. First and foremost, you think that the money was fake. Why take it and make a whatever? You know what I'm saying? Just say, get the hell out of my store and go about your business, you know? And the officer said that wasn't an arrest, a warrant to arrest somebody because it was just a fake $20 bill. You know what I'm saying? So kind of like everything they've done shouldn't even happen anyway. You know what I'm saying? So you know, a lot of the head people, officers from everywhere, all over the world, basically things that they do, they was against it that day. You know what I'm saying? Because right now he's really making policing bad because not only he was on his neck, he put his hands in his pocket. Like, relax. That was just, I was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Facebook checked a post in my group this week and said it wasn't true that he had his hands in his pocket.
Well, Facebook gonna do a lot of dumb shit because those are a bunch of geeks that look at our stuff. That's not really Facebook. Those are people who are when certain things are trending, like names and stuff. You might have a person, probably a Trump fan or whatever, police advocate, saw it and they did something to one of my posts and I, contact them. They immediately left it alone. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of whoever see the post and whatnot, and you got to go challenge it. I mean, it's just stupid for me,
I think I'm in Facebook jail now because I can't. It ain't told me I was in Facebook jail, but it's not letting me see no posts. And every time I log in, it just like it's booting up. It don't do nothing.
They probably throttling you. It's your ass.
But I'm not in.
You was turned up. Like I seen you a bunch. I jumped in one of your posts.
Yeah, you seen the white girl that say if she see a kid with a gun that she gonna call the police. Yeah, I'm like, that's white people just like that. They gonna call the police on no matter what.
Yeah, I wouldn't call the police. You said, something you said. I forgot.
I mean, seeing a picture. What if the kid's parents is right there? If it's one of the kid's parents' gun and the parent is right there taking the picture, what you gonna call the police for? Yeah,
but you see when I said y'all will call for a child posting a picture with a gun, but y'all not gonna call on the white people for carrying them big ass, ugly ass guns around. Makes some sense. Yeah. Now I know I forgot what was said, but I know I was like, you were like saying whatever, and then I went behind you, whatever the case was. You know what I'm saying?
And so that's not an older white girl. That white girl went to school with us. Well, so they automatically think like that as soon as they all stop being cool with us in high school and get to be adults, they all turn into their parents.
Not to their parents, their husbands.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Their husbands that's the belief they roll with it because majority of them are housewives. They don't work. They don't do shit for themselves other than be yes mans. You know what I'm saying? Don't have a voice, don't have nothing other than he's talking to me every night about whatever his beliefs. So now I believe what he believes. This is my husband. They turn from I was cool with Erica, you know what I'm saying, a D, and I know that they're really good people until they, they're listening to us. We're gonna lose. We're not gonna have, money to pay for our rent. Like dumb, just do dumb shit. Yeah. But I mean, like I said, all white. I tried not to say too much because like all white people are just not bad. Like I promise you, like I done had so many people outside of my race help me versus the ones in. Yeah. And we'll say this, okay, while we're on the George Floyd, I know I don't have this young lady, 16-year-old girl as a topic, but I want to talk about it because it just happened, right? Yeah. I'm happy for you guys. I'm so happy that they charged him, but I think he was so nonchalant till it's like something was told to him. Don't worry about it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. He was just either real shock, because you really can't determine how somebody feel, because I might not cry or nothing, but my stomach be messed up. You get what I'm saying? But obviously, I just seen a nonchalant look, like a stare, like bitch, y'all did this to me type deal, But
wait, you talking about the people in Ohio?
Wait, before we talk about her, I was talking about the guy. So we get it confused. The police guy.
Oh yeah.
But I'm gonna move forward, you know, because I'm glad they did everything they were supposed to do. The brother's still fighting for other people, and they got another trial I know that's supposed to be finna happen. I can't remember who it was. Who's that trial that's coming up next?
Shit, I don't know. I stopped keeping up. I didn't keep up with George Floyd because I try not to let it consume me no more. So yeah, I would see the little stuff they say on the news, but as far as following these trials every day, I can't do it no more. It's too draining. All to be set up to be let down.
I'm gonna even lie. I'm gonna be honest. That was the reason why I didn't follow it, because if I'd have got so invested in that and they would have said nothing, no, not guilty, not guilty, I don't know what I would have done. You know what I'm saying? I know I would have ran on the ramp on every outlet I was on and jumping in everybody's stuff, talking mad shit. I'm just keeping it real, you know? So I didn't consume myself because I didn't know the outcome of it. You know what I'm saying? Because Breonna Taylor kind of, that I was done with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When in someone's private home, they don't know what's going on. The guy is not even there. He don't live there. She's in a whole nother relationship, and you just went up there and destroyed a whole family life. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. They just need to stop that no knock law thing going in people's homes, busting in people's homes unexpected, because if someone kicked my door in and I don't give a damn you have my police, we're asleep. We don't know what you're saying because all I hear is my door coming down or my windows being bust. So what are you going to do? React. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, you're going to react in whatever way that to save your life. You know what I'm saying? But the little 16-year-old girl, I ain't going to lie. I understand she had a knife, but looked like she was fighting more than one person. Because I seen when one girl fell and she went for the other one. She was an honor roll student. I just can't see an honor roll student turn it into a book. You know what I'm saying?
Go back to images. What I told you before. I mean, when
my black people.
Yeah.
To other anybody from no other race. I see my black people down my MFing timeline. You get what I'm saying? And it pissed me off. And I was jumping in people's timelines today. I had time today. I was driving, but I had time today. Well, she shouldn't have. Wait, she let her emotions get a best, so that means she should be dead. She jumped out of his car, not knowing if she was defending herself or not.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's like the post I made about the little boy and the dude up in Minnesota with posting the pictures of guns. People, I hate when people post videos of black people fighting. You got to realize most Arabs, Asians, white people don't have no black friends. So their images are made up of what they see online or what they see out in public with black people doing.
Right.
So when you got my kids got into a fight like that a while back. When you got all these black girls fighting and you see the black boys fighting where they be stomping people into the ground, those people got that burned into their mind. Yeah, white people fight, white people kill each other, but how often do you see it? You can go home.
We do it. We the one that publicize like majority of our stuff. Like anything we do, like they're on there. Like I told him, look, listen. He was talking about it, and I got super mad, right?
Yeah.
Super mad, right? And I was trying my best not to comment. I'm not gonna even lie. Like I was like, Erica, just go. So it was like the devil said it popped up again because everybody started commenting on it. So I went in, and I just told him, you know, I hate when men that like men get involved with things when it becomes to a woman. That girl was getting jumped. Whatever happened, the police was called. I didn't see no other cop pull his gun. He was the only one pulled his gun. The other cops was there. They didn't pull their gun.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't pull their gun. You know what I'm saying? The other cops kind of jumped in front of him to keep him from shooting a little bit. You know what I'm saying? The other cops didn't pull their gun. He jumped out his car immediately drawed and shot, not knowing, calm down, young lady, put the knife down, young lady, we're here. There were two girls, and you didn't see that ball when he kicked her in her head?
I ain't watched it. I told you I can't be consumed with it.
A dude kicked. Only reason I got mixed up in it because A, she's 16. B, I done had a bunch of fights. I done had a bunch of BS, right? That consumed with a bunch of people fighting. You get what I'm saying? And you have girls that will box cut, all this other stuff. If everybody can walk away alive, then cool. You don't gotta shoot nobody because they got a knife. You get what I'm saying? Because had she wanted to hurt them, she could have been did that. I think she was trying to scare them to get them off of her. You get what I'm saying? And it's just bad. You got these white cops going into these black neighborhoods, don't understand us. You get what I'm saying? Our culture, how we get down, how certain things are. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I done put out a knife. And do I want to kill somebody? No. But if you crowd me, I'm going to have to go ahead and do some surgery on you. You know what I'm saying? Back when I was young. Let me get that clear. When I was young. You get what I'm saying? And it's not that I want to. I'm trying to make sure that you don't have me effed up, stump me in my head. Man, I done got snuck with brass knuckles before. You get what I'm saying? Pregnant. So just imagine something like that happening to you. Do you ever you think I should let that happen to me again? No. So I get it. I don't get none of it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna even lie and say I get it. I just don't get the jumping out of car, not knowing who's right, who's wrong, why this girl got this knife. You know what I'm saying? Or even if you shot in the leg, why shoot it 4 times in the chest, bro? 4 times in the chest.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. It goes back to image. Nobody wants to admit. You realize, I give you an example. I've always been in the transportation industry, whether it was driving cabs, delivering pizza, driving 18-wheelers. I always had a driving job. When we was delivering pizza, nobody wanted to go to the black area because that was the place where you either get robbed or get jumped, or it would always be some bullshit. Same thing with cabs. Every time we got robbed in the cab, it was either a plank road, a scenic highway, or Gardner Lane, black people. So that's me from a black man's perspective saying, no, I will not deliver pizzas off Gore Road. I will not go in Beechwood. I will not go off Thomas Road to Holiday Acres.
Each is on stuff like that because a lot of people are just not scared.
Okay, but think about it. The black cops, they know how black people are. They don't want to go in our neighborhoods. No, they don't.
But if you don't like to, let me tell you something. I've been in a world where dudes are street. I have never seen a black cop scared to go inside of another black neighborhood. I didn't see
black scared, but why? If you could go out here and deal with these white people in Sherwood, why would I want to go off Plank Road and have to fight 2 niggas every day?
What are you talking about? Like a cop? What are you?
Yeah, like a cop.
No, a cop don't be scared. Broadhead.
I ain't say scared, but if the only complaint I get out in Sherwood Forest is, hey, somebody parked in front of my mailbox. But if I go off Plank Road, I got to go fight 2 or 3 niggas.
All those places, and nothing you're saying is true. That's in
yes, it is.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. I done lived in Baker, Alson, Skyland, Zion City. I done lived in Glen Oaks. I done lived in Banks. I have never, for me, I never had a problem. And I can tell you one thing. If you don't try to mingle and, because you have cross-flowing dudes, right? They're trying to be so bad and a part of something, so you have issues. That's just what that is. You know what I'm saying? And everybody have issues everywhere they go. So if I'm scared, I'm not going to get a job. Like, why get a paying job that consists of skills of being a cop and being scared to go in and do your job? You know the risk. Just like a nigga go across seas and he have to go fight. He knows he may or may not come back home that day. That's his job. That's a part of his curriculum of his job. He knows that. Don't go somewhere if you know you're scared and I'm just going to draw and not to get. Matter of fact, you shouldn't want to be in a neighborhood where you don't even know not 1 or 2 people or the person that can kind of.
There's not enough black cops that want to do it. That's what I'm telling you. And
Well,
you saying that, but most of the people I know in Baton Rouge right now, in North Baton Rouge, are renting houses or trying to get to Zachary because they don't want their kids going to no hood schools with
that ain't,
black people.
that ain't true. I'm finna get
Yes,
you.
it is true.
I'm tired of people saying it because I went to a white school, Park Bridge. What the other one was up there, Baker, White Hills at the time. Dumb white women do not care about teaching. Let me tell you something. When my mother, before she was died, right? I had a what you call a reading disability, right? And
Right.
every time I was having to read those, I hate when people say we want to go to those schools. No, we don't. I didn't want to go to those schools because you know why? When I went to a white school, when I went to a black school, which is Beechwood, Alson Elementary, stuff like that, I had teachers that sit with me, took their time with me, and made me learn. People keep saying people talk for other people. When they told me I had to go to Baker High, you know what I looked like? Man, I want to go to Scotlandville. When didn't nobody I knew wanted to go to Baker High. No one wanted to go to Baker High. Now, moving forward, when they start taking people out of Scotland, bringing them to Baker High became okay because I'm around more of what I'm comfortable with. Let me tell you something. They keep saying, like, you maybe didn't want to go, but anybody I knew, they didn't want to go to Baker High. I didn't want to go to Baker High. I'm around, man, let me tell you something. I ain't never seen nobody commit suicide until I went to Baker High. I'll never forget her name, Molly, Marcus, Marley, something. That girl went in the bathroom and killed herself. I never was subjected to nothing like that until I got around other coaches. And I'm just saying,
a black boy killed himself at Beechwood, and that was a black school in 5th grade.
I'm just keeping it around. I don't remember.
His name was Conrad.
Who else was half white or had some sissy?
That used to be true back then, but black kids do everything that white kids do now. It's not like that no more.
They got subjected to the culture.
Okay, but
go
back to what you're saying. It is true in North Baton Rouge. Mm-mm. Zachary is number 1 in the state. West Feliciana is number 2, and most of them are black teachers.
My daughter lives up there in Baker, and I forgot the school my grandbaby go to. She said he's getting out of there and go to private school. They do not. They want to put all your kids on some type of ADHD medicine.
That is Zachary. Zachary number 1.
Bro, I just don't believe that.
Zachary is number 1, and West Feliciana and St. Francisville is number 2 in the whole state.
They want to put our kids on Ritalin and
but they black people.
Bro, they do. They
black. Most of the faculty at Zachary is black.
Bro, but it's a white system.
Come on.
It's a white system.
I can't agree with you on this one.
It's a white system.
I don't, even though I'm black, I don't want to live in an all black neighborhood because that's where I've had all my troubles at, in the black neighborhood.
You made your own troubles in your black neighborhood.
Nope.
I made my own troubles.
I was living in Cedar Crest, not bothering nobody. People broke in my car. They had a nigga stole a trunk off my Monte Carlo, just a trunk. And I found him. His nigga came all the way from off of Fairfield and stole my trunk off my Monte Carlo in the middle of the night.
He needed it, huh?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Nobody that I know want to live in an all-black neighborhood because that neighborhood is going to be neglected. That neighborhood is going to be, the people don't take care of the houses.
Oh, that's not true.
That is true.
That means they trifling too then.
Go off of Plank Road and look at those neighborhoods off of Plank Road.
Hold up. If they neglecting their homes and their livelihood, they just is trifling too.
But that's what it is. Go in the park, go in Easy Town.
Why move somewhere when you're trifling already to go make that neighborhood even better? Because I see predominant white neighborhoods that look like trash now when black folks moved in them. So therefore, I don't believe. Yeah.
Baker was a clean city until it became black.
No, that's a lie.
Shit. Baker. If you played your music too loud in Baker, you had 3 or 4 carloads of police pulling up.
That's true. That's
okay.
True. That part was true because I went to Baker High and I know how they was rolling. But
my parents
coming up. But you're in a different demographic and a different age now. Everything.
Yeah, but nobody Baker ain't even only got no
Black folks want to be like white folks. That's
No.
yes, dude.
You realize my
Hold
parents are in their 60s. My dad just made 70. My mama 65. We moved in that neighborhood behind Walmart on Plank Road. It was all white. The white people used to throw eggs at us and all of that. Call us niggas every day.
Yeah, and my uncles and them stayed up there when they started building them big houses up there up there in Baker. That big old subdivision was predominantly blacks, whatever, but there was middle class, black folks.
Yeah.
Big houses. I ain't never seen no bullshit. It was mixed up in there, so I don't.
Nah, this was all white. We were the only that neighborhood you talking about in Park, where Park Ridge is. It was all white in 1982.
All through there, and we just never subjected to what you subjected to. So I don't know. They must didn't like your ass.
No, it wasn't no blacks. That's what I'm trying to tell you. My dad used to call Sid Gotro, the police chief, and have to get him to come up there because
his son went to Baker High. His son was real handsome.
Right.
He didn't like white boys, but he just didn't. He didn't look white. You know what I'm saying? And I used to play with him all the time. He was so cool and laid back. His son, I know he is.
Yeah, I don't know his son. I just know his daughter.
To school with me.
Yeah, his daughter went to Baker with me. Jenny.
He was I always wondered what happened to him because he was so cool. He was cool.
Okay, but that neighborhood was all white. My dad got Sid Gotro to come to the house to show him where they threw paint on the car and they tore the yard up. Baker was a clean place. We was the first black people on that side of Baker.
It's not
the real estate agent, 2 months after we were there, Coach Thomas lived in our neighborhood and everything. 2 months after we was there, they offered my dad twice the money he was going to pay for the house if we would sell the house back to the white people that was in the neighborhood. So fast forward, it's 40 years later. Baker is a shithole now. It's just like being in the field of Scotlandville. It's not dirty.
No, it is not.
It is. Shit. When the last time you been to Baker?
Of my daughter's neighborhood. She lives in Baker and it's real nice over there.
No, hell no. I guess it's a difference in what you call nice.
All of it look nice and her house is paid for. So it does look nice. It's
ain't nothing new in Baker.
You don't
got. They don't even have nowhere to build nothing in Baker.
Lives is nice. It's not toe down. It's not. I'm sorry. It's not. It's not.
Baker is the school system is terrible.
She did say the school system is gone to the shits when we.
It's terrible. They don't have no police no more. My dad and them got crackheads walking through their neighborhood and they regret not selling their house 10 to 20 years ago because they stayed too long. When all those black people start moving in, the neighborhood start going down. Think about what I'm saying. We had Klansmen in our neighborhood, but it was clean. Now the neighborhood is all black except like 4 families. You got paper and trash everywhere. You got people selling dope. You got crackheads walking the street all night stealing stuff.
What are you talking about? Because I really got to ask her. Because I really
right across from Park Ridge.
I just know where she stays. Stay in Baker.
Park Ridge. Even I'll tell you this.
Oh! I know what you're talking about. You're talking about across that track.
No.
What are you talking
Park
about?
Park Ridge was on Groom Road. The neighborhood right across the street from Park Ridge and Baker Middle.
Right.
That was all white. Ain't no tracks over there.
Oh, you're talking about what Baker High is. Park Ridge, Baker High. No,
Baker Middle. Baker High is where the tracks are.
It's no the Baker Middle. It's an elementary school. I went there when it was all white.
Yeah, Park Ridge.
Okay, so I know across the way. I know what you're talking about. It's right there. I haven't been in that part, but I do know that it used to be nothing but white people in there.
Right.
I know you're telling me about that.
Park Ridge. Not Park Ridge. You remember Parkwood Terrace was the uppity blacks that had money.
Yeah, my uncle and them lived there. That's why I was telling you, like.
Yeah, Park Ridge is full of Section 8 houses with people renting where they don't cut the grass. They got paper and trash all over the place. And everything.
Where?
Yeah, Parkwood Terrace, I mean.
Really?
Yep.
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't been in Park, but I know where my daughter stayed over there, and it's not bad at all. But moving forward, we got to talk about DMX a little bit. They supposed to be having a memorial for him. What, this weekend or something like that? Or you don't follow that either?
Yeah, I love DMX shit. I was listening.
Then, you
I
know,
was,
memorial is, you know, his thing. He's supposed to have something for the public.
yeah. I DMX song "Slipping." It came out at a time when I was I was doing real bad. I mean, we had got put out of our apartment, and we didn't have nowhere to go. And when that song "Slipping" came out, I was like, damn. I mean, that sounds just like me. I mean, shit just keep on happening. So I liked a lot of DMX's not his mainstream stuff. I liked a lot of his stuff that didn't get played on the radio, the real shit.
I ain't gonna lie, I was stuck on this Lisa, Donna, met two Kims and the Ashley.
Yeah.
Like he just was a lyricist. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just, I mean, no, he didn't have to play bumping booty music for to make you vibe or make you wanna keep listening to him. Cause I'm gonna be honest, like I don't like too much of freestyler. You know, like the New York style, like they be the battle stuff too much. I'll listen to it to a certain extent. And I can tell he's a battle rapper, but he also is an artist. And he's, you know, I believe he's one of the greatest. They just never gave him his credit. You know what I'm saying? Like never gave him his credit, you know? I really hate, you know, I don't want to say nothing, you know, because I know obviously he had the, you know, the drug addiction, stuff like that. And we don't know what led up to whatever it is, you know, and I just like, sometimes people get over the bad drugs or, you know, I mean, I just don't know what that situation was about. They're not talking about it too much or whatnot. All they just say he OD'd, you know, whether it was good dope, bad dope, we would probably never know unless they do an autopsy to make sure that nobody gave him something to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they ain't gonna do all that.
Yeah, they just probably want to just let him go, you know, respect his name, his legacy, stuff like that. But I just pray, you know, wherever peace he's at, I just hope he's, you know, in peace at this point because, you know, listening to interviews and listening to people that was close to him, it's like he felt like he was never good enough. You know what I'm saying? Or he was always giving to others and was not getting back from others. And they say if he liked you, he liked you. And if he didn't like you, you damn sure gonna know. And that's the, you know, the person that I, you know, took what type of person he was, a human being he was. But he seemed to be a laid back, funny type dude. Because I seen some videos where he was copying certain artists, just having fun. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And the artist wasn't taking, like, other than Drake, puss ass, you know, he the only person didn't say RIP anything because DMX made a way for a lot of shit. You get what I'm saying? And I didn't see him like even, you know, like condolence or something like that. You know what I'm saying? To be on the stage that he's on, you know? But he didn't like Drake. You know, he got on the Breakfast Club and indicated how much he didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's it. But I still would, regardless, me being a bigger person, I still would say, you know, if a person was a good artist, they being here, their legacy been going on and on and on. Like he didn't do one album or two albums or whatever and fell out. He's damn near 57 years old, still hitting the billboards. You get what I'm saying? So I just would have, I don't know, just people in the industry, you know, regardless of the beef is over with. Disrespect it. The music part of it. You know what I'm saying? So you know,
they don't have the same respect for elders the way we were taught. I mean, you think about it, how many of these young dudes that make all this money ever said they was gonna pay for the funeral for these old rappers that made the way for them? Those older rappers, they didn't make the money that these young guys got, but you don't never hear them say nothing like that because they have no respect for the ones that came before them.
You're right about that. They definitely don't have no respect for them. Like even with moving forward, because I'm gonna wait till the funeral to talk, you know, to discuss it a little more with DMS, because I'm sure it's gonna be laid out. You know, I'm sure they're gonna send him out with a bang or whatnot. You know, a lot of people loved him. you know. What's that dude, Black Rob? You know, like I promise you, I didn't even know who the heck he was.
Yeah, he just had like 1 or 2 hits.
I know he had a few.
Well, not none that I listened to. That's
I went,
that hard New York stuff there.
listen, I promise you, like it was like at least 4 songs. I know for a fact you probably listen to, but I don't know the name of it. And I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm gonna send them to you. I didn't know he was the person that, you know, sung the songs, like rap the songs. And I'm like, oh, him? Oh yeah, like whoa, you know, like whatever, you know, like songs. I mean, all New York music, because I'm from Louisiana, we like different type of music. But if something is catchy, you will rock with them. You know what I'm saying? But New York music, if you're from Louisiana, you just not finna roll with different type of music. You're not gonna hear that music too much unless it's something on the top or something catchy. You won't hear it in our clubs. Like you hear that stuff 2 times on the radio, but you will not hear that stuff in our clubs. You know what I'm saying? Or would not empty the club out. They're like, look, y'all gonna play what we want. We Jigga City. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So I mean, I do feel bad that he died broke though. He made all that. He made millions, and he was broke. And
they didn't know nothing about the business side though. They just was signing contracts with no lawyers and all that. That's how they got screwed.
But I told people, y'all gotta stop being mad with Puff. Y'all gotta if y'all gonna get mad with Puff, y'all gotta get mad with Capitol Records, Sony, whatever. What's the rest of them? Those other
companies? But they mad because
they're raping you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but black people think just because somebody black that they got your back. So Puffy, being a black man, they just wouldn't have thought that he would do them like that. Same thing with Tupac and Suge. I mean, Suge owned that boy.
Own who?
Tupac. Think about it. His mama had to go to court and sue Suge for all his masters and money and everything.
He was a gangster though. His mama, before she left here, she got everything. I respect her. She got everything. You know what I'm saying? Like wherever is that now? I don't even know. Tupac got turned.
They say he got a kid that was smuggled to Cuba, is what I heard. Because he do make mention of a kid in a few of his songs.
Why he got smuggled? Makes some sense.
Because they were, you know, they was in the Black Panther stuff, and they figured that once they got rid of Tupac, they was gonna come for the kid or whatever. You ever heard of the lady Assata Shakur?
No.
She was a Black Panther that killed a state trooper back in the 70s. And the Black Panthers broke her out of prison. She's been in Cuba for like 50 years. And, you know, the U.S. don't have no jurisdiction over there.
Right.
So that was Tupac's aunt. And so they said that Tupac's kid was smuggled. That's just a rumor I heard. But he do have a lyric in one of his songs. He say, tell my daughter Ascension that I love her.
Mm-hmm. She probably be taken care of too. That's crazy. They say his ass ain't dead. You think he dead?
Oh yeah, he did. I seen I went to the spot where he got killed at in Vegas while I was out there. It's on the corner of Colvo and Flamingo.
They just do weird shit, I guess, in a sense. But
yeah, I think he did. I mean, it was just Suge and them pushing it up by they had those voice samples that they was making songs, and it was his voice. But I mean, the computer can work wonders.
No, but they say he was in the studio for hours and days. Like he got so much. His catalog, so they say so raw too. It ain't even funny. You know, I don't know who own the rights to his stuff now because his mama dead. Like who own it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wonder who owns it. You know.
It's just like with Prince. I mean, it happened so weird. They didn't even do no funeral or nothing. And they got all this old music, but I mean, that shit gonna be dated. I mean, think about it. Prince got a vault. They said that he had been putting songs in since he was a kid. I mean, how you gonna play those songs and they was made in the 70s and try to put them out today as music done changed a lot.
Right.
Same thing with the Tupac songs. He wouldn't be talking about nothing relevant even if they did put his music out now. So, I mean, it wouldn't even make sense.
They talking about ass and pussy now. Shit.
Yeah. You can't talk about that no more. The feminist shit
Oh,
won.
yeah, you pimping and
Yeah.
the
Because
man,
they tried to
then you know what I'm saying? The man dominated everything. Now the women dominated. Men so goddamn mad about that. You know, every time
I get mad about it because we
I,
know that it ain't true.
what ain't
It's
true?
like, okay, think about it like this. Me and my wife was just talking about this. Okay, women want to say that they could do everything that a man can do. Okay, but you getting mad that boys are wanting to play girl sports. Well, if you telling people that a girl can do whatever a man can do, why are
That's
you mad that the man showing them that they can't?
come on, brother. You know that's a different. That's different.
Nah, because I give you another example. Okay, Queen Latifah came back as the equalizer. That was always a man. Either Denzel played it or the white man played it. Okay, Queen Latifah, I can't even stomach the show. They have Queen Latifah beating men up and killing men, but there's no show on TV that will ever show a man beating the shit out of a woman or shooting a woman. See, it's like something else is going on here.
It's trying to make the men feel like the women are just dominant. I can attest to that. Now that
Yeah,
I can ride with you on that. Like that, I'm so independent until it has to be somebody super strong. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like when you're doing stuff as a woman, right? I'm gonna tell you the mind frame of a woman that because I date, but I control what I do. You know what I'm saying? Once upon a time, I didn't. When I was in a relationship, whoever I was with, he was the man, and that was just it. You get what I'm saying? But once you get through with that type of relationship, and then you kind of get free a little bit, you don't want that. You know what I'm saying? As a woman, you don't want that. It's kind of, to me, sometimes it feels like it's control, or the control thing, right? So
mm-hmm.
you get so independent in your mind, like say for instance, I'm paying my own light bill, I'm paying my own rent, I'm paying, you know what I'm saying? I'm paying all this stuff by myself, right? Before I
Right.
meet you, right? And I still can do it with or without you because I built myself to do these things, right? Because I'm
Right.
single, I got my kids, I'm doing everything I need to do, right? So when you come in as a woman, just like a man, I feel you should add. Don't try to excuse my bird. Don't try to tear what I'm doing down, and that's why I got a problem with me. Come add. You know what I'm saying? Make this shit more powerful than what it is. But a lot of guys, because they are stuck in 1957. They want to be the, which
It's
is
not natural though.
the leader. To me, it's nothing wrong with being the leader. But if I'm already established, don't try to take whatever I'm doing from underneath me. And then if something go wrong, I done got comfortable the way we were doing stuff. You expect me this and this and this and that. Now you mad because things not going exactly the way you want. I feel that if I work like you, I get up every day like you. I make sure everything in the house is done, but you don't do that majority of the time. Sometimes you got a man that will help out here, there, whatever, right? Why is it so important for some woman to submit? Like I just think for me, I just want a relationship to just roll the way it rolls. You get what I'm saying? If you talk to me about something cool, I understand your feelings. I'm gonna, not the word bow down. I'm gonna, say, oh, okay, you feel that way. I'm not gonna do that no more. You get what I'm saying? Or if, me and you talking about whatever, don't always quick to always think like, okay, everything needs to be your way. You get what I'm saying? Because we're both doing the same shit, And I think that comes from a woman just doing a lot of stuff herself. And you get men that I think they're just self-confident in themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I tell you, opposites attract. So that's what I'm saying. Strong families, I know you get mad when I say that, but strong families have men as leaders because women that lead off
You
emotions.
don't need to, no, man, guess what? That's not true.
Yes, it is.
That's not.
Think about it like this.
I let off no emotion. I always, bruh, I do. Like, I
Think
don't,
about it like this.
that's not,
Opposites attract.
man, y'all
You're
more emotional than a woman, bruh.
no, not a real man.
Yes.
No, no.
Men are
Them,
more emotional than women.
nah, those are baby boys. Men that's raised up around women.
They really act like bitches. And you will think like when you meet them, you really think, oh, you got his shit together. Oh, you know that. And then when down the line, like almost a year, you didn't see any of this quote, he start acting like a bitch as nigga. You know, you be like, what the fuck? Like, where you come from? Why you was hiding in your pocket? Like, what the hell tree you come from under? You know what I'm saying? Dude, act emotional really more than women. I'm telling you.
Those are baby boys.
Men, the new jack men.
That's these niggas that was raised around women and they got all that feminine stuff in them because they didn't have a man. Think about it. You got mad when I told you about the elephant. I forgot what it's called, but an older man.
You say they
stops.
Boy, please.
The older man stops the bullshit with the boy, where all that feminine shit that his mama puts on him. The older man brings all that down. Think about it like this: opposites attract.
Now,
independent women will only be able to deal with dependent men. Independent men and independent women will never match because they the same. Because opposites attract.
Some of them niggas don't even be independent. Them niggas be just talking.
Think about it like this.
Niggas don't have a pot to piss in, a bed to lay in.
Yeah, because it's game. People that got money don't look like they got money. You see Bill Gates and them, they be fucking wearing, look like their whole outfit might be $40. While you'll have a nigga that's Gucci down, that still stay with his mama or his girl that have to drive his girl car around. That's what I'm saying. People that got money, you can't judge money by looks.
All I want to know, what happened? Okay, we kind of got off topic, but Buzz back Rob, did you hear Diddy's helping pay?
I can't hear you. Go back.
Okay, you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, Floyd. Okay, we got off track a little bit. Floyd's the boy Black Rob, right?
Right.
We gotta, right? So we can finish up with him, right? So we get to talk and we boom, boom, boom. So we just be in it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would like they said that Diddy is supposed to be helping paying for his insurance. You know what I get mad for? People getting on the internet. If that person is gonna do it, they're gonna do it, right? Why get on the internet steady? Because he don't have to at the end of the day, right? And he said he's gonna do this, and we ain't seen nothing yet. Thanks for the donations.
Who said that? Who said they was gonna pay for it?
It's been going all over the internet. Not saying he was going to do it. I'm just saying. Sorry, it's been trending. That allegedly that he was supposed to help with the funeral. The fucking funeral is about 10,000-15,000. That's nothing for you. You get what I'm saying? No more than like 20,000, right? A little whatever, right? So, I mean, I just hate when people get on the internet. The man is dead, right? And he was one of, he was one of the people that helped Bad Boys, right? On one of the people that kept it alive when Biggie died, all this other stuff, right? And everything is business at the end of the day. I just don't feel that people have to do anything, and getting on the internet because you didn't save $20 to keep an insurance policy, that's on you, right? And I just was like, even if I do something, I pray to God, whatever, right? Knock on wood, nothing happened, right? To me, family, right? But I hate when people think, oh, I'm gonna blast him and shame him. Like, Diddy don't give a damn. You know how much stuff they say about this man? You know what I'm saying? Do you know how much? Do you even know? Like, I just think he don't give a damn. Every time you talk about him, he still make money.
Yeah.
He used to make
whether
more.
It's good or bad.
Yeah, and people still support it. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, you don't know what's accurate and what's not accurate. When people talk about it, once they say something bad about somebody, someone else says something bad about somebody, that person is going to be looked down on until he addresses it. You get what I'm saying? I have never seen him address nothing nobody had to say bad about him. You get what I'm saying? They had like something, everybody was like, what other artists other than Biggie, whoever made money? So somebody put Lil' Kim. No, they say other than Mary J. And somebody say Lil Kim. Then they saw whatever. Like I just told them, like everybody had their time. You might be a one-hit wonder, and it happens. You get what I'm saying? Like dumb people put mad money behind these people when they're out there. You got to understand it. They want money. They really want to be a Capitol Records or whatever. Like you shouldn't be arguing with him about whatever it is that he done for you. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you supposed to take whatever Dilly did and flipped it. That's what I don't get it. Like how you get stuck. You the highest person on the planet. How you don't put yourself in a position to even win once this thing is over with? That's what I don't get. What some
because they live for today, not for tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I don't get. Like y'all, I was on here like, you the one of the biggest artists on the planet at this point. Investments.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look what Remy Ma did. What you got in jail did.
Yeah.
That whatever with Nicki.
But what people don't understand, these people are contractors though. They don't work for Diddy. They don't work for the record company. They are contractors. When you're a contractor, I don't owe you shit but what our contracts say.
Right. So that's why I get mad, like, because he's black, you go after. But this man still put so much mad money to even get you to make this person do this, make that person do that. You know, you got a machine behind every artist that's on the planet. There's rare that you get an artist that boom, and everybody, damn. You get what I'm saying? Like the little dude, Nas 6'6". No one did nothing for him.
Yeah.
That was just a thing that happened, right?
Right.
Right? And but everyone else, if they under a label, they have a machine. Like when people spend millions of dollars, and they want that shit back. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And you get mad, but he made them millions. That was his job to make him millions. That was the big thing, him being the CEO, being the owner. He wanted those millions, and that's why I get mad with people. I'm like, man, bro, like I understand, like people don't like him. People don't like him because he's making money. You know what I'm saying?
I go through that in my little business. I give you an example, a perfect example like what you're talking about. Okay, I bought a truck. I fixed it up. I sank about 15 G's into the truck after I bought it to get it perfect.
Right.
I hire a subcontractor. Everybody that I hire, I let it be known up front. We're doing profit sharing. You're not my employee. I'm the contractor. I'm just subbing the truck out to you. We're going to do 50-50 after expenses. This man drove my truck and flipped my truck over. The product was granite. He fucked the people granite up, $100,000 worth of granite. He destroyed the people trailer, and he destroyed my truck. He asked me that next Friday what my check looked like. Hold on, bro. Ain't no check. I mean, you just caused over $200,000 of damage. I don't even get the last check because the insurance take the last check. What you mean? Oh, well, that ain't got nothing to do. Yeah, it got something to do with you. You don't work for me. And that's the same thing with the music business.
Right.
Puffy is the contractor, and he's contracting all these people out up under his label.
Right.
And this dude dogged me out to all the other black drivers saying, oh, yeah, he ain't pay me. And they told him straight up, hey, he don't owe you nothing. That's why y'all do 50-50. These guys get into this music and shit and think this shit gonna last forever. They do their drugs, they drink, they party, they trick with women, and most of them be broke.
They said that because I heard a big old school artist. He said, you're not finna tell me that these niggas getting this much money, especially in coke. And he said, I look around, the nigga is on a private plane. Do you know how much that motherfucking private plane is?
Yeah, shit.
He said, these little niggas, he said, he's an old school, but he got money still. He's like, I got money, and I'm not going to jump on a private plane like that all the damn time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rare that I will. He said, you got to understand how much those damn planes cost. He said, I see these little rappers, like, he's like, bro, they not getting, a lot of them is not getting that much money, show money to be doing. He said, because when you get show money, you got a whole entourage to feed. You got people to pay. He said, By the time they finish, he said, okay, they're getting 107,000. When they time they finish, they didn't clear about a 50, 60,000, whatever. When they finish paying everybody, you got a publicist to pay, you got a role manager to pay, you got a regular manager, you got the label to pay their percentage out of that. Like, what you gonna end up with? Because you make everybody holler, oh, I make 150 a show, or I make this. Only people I see that probably would make money is Beyonce and Jay-Z, because they run everything themselves at this point in their life. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really clear their money. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Or probably Diddy, some people that's up there. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because majority, like Lil Baby and all of them, they are owned by that guy. What's that man name up in what is that dude name? He's the dark big dude. Like
Rick Ross.
No, this dude had 2 girls pregnant at one time. The Migos manager. Like,
oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? That guy, he's over them too. Like, that man be making mad money. You ain't finna tell him nothing. Cause you're gonna and all they do is take care of him, buy him cars, houses, whatever, you know.
That's all they want.
Yeah. You know?
Well, think about it like this. I never thought Rick Ross money or music was that good. How the fuck Rick Ross own that big ass house out in Atlanta like that?
Investments. You got a lot of investments.
Because I was like, damn.
He got a lot of investments. He made money, but he got a lot of investments. He took 70,000 and flipped it in the music business. And when he did it, he turned around and made investments. And his investments hit. He got a bunch of franchise wing stops in different states. He got a lot of stuff, property. You know, he did the right thing. Like, some people come in and say, you just can't make it in the music business. You're not going to be a billionaire. You see why Rihanna, allegedly, I'm just going to say allegedly what I feel. Rihanna stopped doing music because she knew what she had to do. Making music is not going to get it. She got a makeup line. She's been working on her affinity line. All type of stuff she's been doing other than music. Because music is not going to make you be able, when you about 50, 60 years old, you can lay back and say, fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They like, when you gonna put an album? She said that's so 3 years ago. That woman been getting her money up. It's business now. At the end of the day, you know.
Yeah, because they don't be owning their songs the way the old people back in the days did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't pay.
They don't own the songs. They don't own the beats.
They own the beats. And the producers don't even own the beats no more because the label own theirs. You know what I'm saying? But moving on. Okay. I had a video that I uploaded. I don't know if you've seen it. It was some Africans. They were in the neighborhood. And that's why I was telling you about. It goes back to the segregation stuff with the blacks, whites, and everybody want to be over here. They want to be over there. They don't want to be a part of this because they say black, right?
Yeah.
You know why I'm so dead set against a lot of it? Because a lot of our girls and boys are getting kidnapped, not just for organs, for sex trafficking, right? Like, if you go down my timeline, you'll see it. It was some Africans, and they were young, teenager looking, 20, in between 20, 18, no more than 25 years old. 2 Africans in a van. They done blend in because they're black. You get what I'm saying? And so happened the lady, you know, you have your nosy B2Bs, which is good sometimes it's just not. You're right. So she was being nosy, and she kept seeing the van. But the children, he was around when the children was getting out of school. That was the problem, right? And she kept seeing them. The motherfucker tried to grab a girl and a boy, and they caught them. They whooped the fuck out of them. They whooped the motherfucking niggas. Just imagine them children and a boy getting caught, and either you're gonna use them for organs, and he's gonna suffer dying doing that. You're gonna have to suffocate him, kill him, whatever you gotta do, right?
Right.
Or you're gonna put him in prostitution. You get what I'm saying? Just imagine those 2 things. And see, had that being a predominantly white neighborhood or whatever, and no one is paying attention because when I go in them, you know, the neighborhoods, right? Everybody's in their house. The only people I see all this, them people from outside the country here, they're outside playing soccer, volleyball. They doing stuff as a group. They do stuff as a group, and Africans do stuff as a group. But black people, we don't do nothing. You know, the kids are inside playing the games. You know what I'm saying? Children putting yourself on the bus, off the bus now. The kids don't
You
even.
ain't gonna want to hear my answer, but it go back to what I keep telling you.
I just know you have
They
traffic.
run all the men away.
Hold up, when you have trifling parents like that, someone in that black neighborhood used to watch out for all the kids, and that's what I saw that lady as. You know how to watch her. You get what I'm saying? Because none of those kids had a parent. They every bit of from 10 down. You get what I'm saying? I just said, I understand women want to work. We got COVID, y'all fussing about working. But at the end of the day, them children is lacking of someone being at home. They basically raising themselves now. So when you talk to your kid and they talk to you the way I had to sit back. That's why a lot of the kids talk to their parents the way they talk to them. And you have kids that parents are there, but they're hanging with these kids and they see what these kids do in their house. So they bring that shit back and you try your mama and you try till she either want to beat your ass or y'all doing this shit right here back and forth because you want to do what this nigga do. You know what I'm saying? So I was happy. I was definitely happy that lady was there because the whole neighborhood, the dudes, all I heard them say, put the cameras down after a while because they tore their ass up. And I just said they deserve everything that they got. Everything that they got. That shit fucked me up. They need to do something about that trafficking, all this killing people. Put some of them cops on certain things. They want to fight. They want to just be trigger happy. Put them on some of that. You know what I'm saying? You know how many people, children get kidnapped per day? Like per day now. It's not even per year or per month no more or every 6 months. When we was young, you would hear somebody here and there getting kidnapped, but not one in your neighborhood. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's what you're saying.
like I was just like, then they wasn't white. They wasn't Spanish. These Africans. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They were fucking Africans. So therefore, you telling me like I need to watch out for this type of group of people when that shit is all across the board at this point. Like everybody, you got sick people all over the place at this point.
Africans don't see themselves as black.
I know.
But like you go against me when I say it. Those other communities got men in their families and men in the neighborhood.
Not all of them.
Yes, they do. You don't see no Arab baby mamas. When you ever seen a Chinese baby mama?
I got you.
So that's what I'm saying. They have cultures.
I think American culture right now just sucks. I do understand what you said. I'm with you on that. The Arabs, they might not even be in love, but they're not leaving their wife.
Nope.
They'll
we leave women behind to raise the kids.
Right.
But most of us don't pay child support. So now that woman gotta work. Her mama gotta watch the kids. She too old. She didn't have health issues. So
the oldest children gotta watch their siblings because the mom work. And so that child don't have a life.
Nope.
Now she's bitter because she has to watch her sisters that she don't feel that she brought in this world and she should be living her teenage life doing it.
Right. I'm with you all the way.
You know,
so that's why I always say we have so many social issues that there'll never be another civil rights movement like it was in the 60s because back then they had think about the Black Panthers actually had a plan. Now we just got Black Lives Matter people that go in neighborhoods and burn black businesses down and fuck up black people's shit. Yeah, they ain't got no plan.
Breonna Taylor mom slammed them and said they didn't do an effing thing for her.
Yep.
They're trying to figure out. I seen where that lady was talking about. They questioning with the things that she buy and stuff like that. But I just don't trust that organization. I'm not with that organization. I'm just not with none of that Black Lives Matter shit because I don't see what they're doing. Like civil rights leaders are going in and taking care of things. Black Lives Matter want to come out when they have homosexuality stuff. And that's the only time I see them out. I'm not gonna even lie.
None of the people who get killed are gay, but then they'll have a rainbow at the Black Lives Matter rally for that person. You see how they go? You need to see that video that Patrick posted the link about Black Lives Matter. You remember the little gay guy was the leader for a while. I remember him because I seen him in Baton Rouge at the Alton Sterling March. He disappeared because somebody hacked his phone, and they found out that he was connected to that black attorney general that Obama had, Loretta Lynch, and they hacked both of their text messages, and they saw where they were telling Black Lives Matter to go tear shit up and do this and do that. I mean, the video is real good. I'll send you the link to it.
Yeah, like I need to see that because I never saw that.
Yeah, it's a Muslim guy that posted it. You ever listen to Rizza Islam, that black dude out of Dallas?
No.
Yeah, he has some good stuff too. But I'll send you the link to it. I watched it last night. I was like, damn.
See you, and when you tag me and stuff, I see more stuff. Like I'm trying to get involved with like whatever's going on. I want to start like interviewing like things that happen, life after certain things and stuff like that. I want to be able to interview people, once kind of the dust and settled, to kind of see where they're at in their life with whatever the situation was. You know what I'm saying? So
Facebook y'all tag me, and I don't even see what y'all tag me in. Facebook censors me every fucking day.
I try to put you in stuff every day.
It don't show me. If I like it and I respond to it, that means I've seen it. But a lot of the stuff, I don't see it for a few days, and I'll be like, damn, she tagged me in this 3 days ago.
Right, yeah. Because I was like, he didn't answer. Okay. I was like,
they not letting me see it.
Because they don't want you to respond. Like if I'm tearing them up, I be tearing them up. So as of now, like I pretty much be in people comments. I just watch what I say, and if I say something, I put like exclamation points. To bleep the word out, but you know what the hell the word means, right?
Yeah.
So our last thing is Kenneka Jenkins. I want you to tell me, this is the way she used to be, right? You see at the top, right? This is her.
Mm-hmm.
This is her, right? Nice looking. Right. So this is her, for as the when they found it in the freezer. This is her again. I wish I could make it bigger. I should have put it at the bottom to make it bigger. But she has scars everywhere. I know you have freezer burn like her feet right here, right?
Yeah.
I only problem I have, like right here, she had a shirt on. Where her shirt is? Where her shirt at? You get what I'm saying? When she walked in the house, she had a long shirt on. So how she go from having a shirt to not having a shirt in a freezer? You get what I'm saying? So I'm like so confused about the scuff marks. Like if you're cold, even if you're drunk, right? You're gonna be the position cold. Because when you're drunk, you will sober it up real fast if you get scared or something happens. You know what I'm saying? Or I believe if you're in a situation, because I'd have been tipsy, drinking 1 drink and a half, I get drunk fast, right? And I didn't got stopped before. Do you know how fast I sobered up? And how I sobered up, you know what I'm saying? Out of fear of going to jail. So I know in my mind, like, bitch, you better get this together. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have a DWI, you know what I'm saying? And you ain't do number 1 drink and a half, right? I was on my second one because I'll keep the second one because I know I don't drink, right? And so to say she kicked her, right here, she kicked her shoe off, you're in the freezer. Who would do that? Even if you're drunk, right?
Right.
In my mind, right? Who would do that? Like,
but the thing they're not talking about, I remember a little bit of this case, is black people. She was with black people at this so-called party or whatever.
I'm gonna say this. I at first I thought her friends had something to do with it, but I don't no more. I just think either she was trying to leave or she was going somewhere to either get alcohol. She was going to do something or get something because the people probably wasn't answering the phone. And you know how you're looking for it yourself. I think what she did was to go, you know how you go trying to figure out where to go to get something or something like that. And because they don't show all the clips, it's like minutes are missing.
Yeah.
From the actual footage. That's what make me worry about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got an invite for that group or whatever, but I mean, too much time then passed. What that happened like 5 years ago?
No,
I mean,
I did that because I wanted you to see what was in it. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, but I mean, think about it like this. I think I remember something like somebody was raping her at the party and a friend was recording it or something like that. I mean, it's just too many inconsistencies to ever find out and get to the bottom of it. I mean, ain't no police investigation going on it. And so much didn't happen since then. I mean, they don't even talk about that on the news. I was wondering why that popped up.
It popped up because I don't know, it popped up on my screen.
So they didn't send you an invite because you didn't send me the invite. Somebody else sent it to me.
They did? Okay.
Yeah, it was it was somebody I didn't even know.
I think I tagged you or something. Or maybe somebody else.
Okay, you tagged me, yeah, but then somebody sent me an invite to join that group or whatever.
Okay.
But think about it, what that's like 5. You realize how much didn't happen since?
But you know, a lot of stuff happened back then. I'm so like curious about it because it just feel like they didn't give a damn about her. You get what I'm saying? To even care enough to even know exactly what happened to her. Like she got bruises all over her body. You know what I'm saying? So if you're frozen, you're not gonna have bruises. That's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I'm not for sure. I've never been frozen before. It just bothered me. She was a kid. Like she was a child. And I do believe that whatever happened, she got herself away from her friends for whatever reason, right? And I just think they're not telling everything because they're scared. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think she was being raped while one of the girls was videotaping it.
So if she was being raped, she still was walking around the whole hotel.
Yeah, she was being raped in the hotel that her and all her friends had. It was like a hotel party.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, you'll never figure that out because I'm sure you got to think in the black community they always say no snitching. So even if the black people got something to do with it, they're not gonna tell nobody.
I was allegedly the faculty supposed to do because I did see on the video where they showed where they changed clothes. Like one of the guys, he changed clothes, and I'm like, weird to change clothes at work. You get what I'm saying? And you got back into a uniform. You didn't put on street clothes to leave. It's like you changed whatever you had versus whatever. And I don't see her with a shirt on. If you look in the house, she has a longer shirt, right? But if you look at these pictures, there's no shirt nowhere. You get what I'm saying? So that's I don't know. She's a kid, you know.
Yeah, but you know, unless you going by police reports, people put bullshit online and it'll be all Photoshop.
Yeah. I really did not worry about the video itself. Only thing I looked at was the pictures of her body. And then they had a picture that a girl put out of, do I have it? Where is it? It kind of bothered me a little bit. You're gonna put a picture of the girl with her hair not done. You just put the picture out there. You get what I'm saying? And I was like, who does stuff like that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just a picture of her, you know, dead. And it's like her body got unswollen, but her lips, you can see she had bruises.
Yeah.
Scars, bruises. You know, when she kind of, I guess, throwed out or whatever, she had scars, bruises, her lip was bust. And the lip part probably came from freezing burn, right? But a scar, like an actual natural born scar. You get what I'm saying? I went through looking at people being frozen to death, and I have not seen like bruises. You get what I'm saying on that person. So that's why I got a problem with the feet. See how the feet, if you got to go to it and look at it closer, the feet was super bruised up. She had dirt like all over her pants, right? And at that. Then I'm looking at her side, like she had been fighting. You know, you're fighting for your life, or you're fighting for whatever it is. I'm not saying like the people may or may not did it, and nothing, and it might be a simple incident or accident or something just went wrong, or she went in there looking for food or whatever she was looking for and got closed in there. But it's just weird the position they have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She wasn't balled up trying to keep warm. She was laid out, froze that way. Like somebody killed her, left her stronger, you know, whatever it was, left on the ground. You get what I'm saying? Laid in a position, you know?
Right.
You know, and I just really think whatever happened to her, it happened to her. I'm not going to say it happened to her before she went to the refrigerator. I just don't know what, I'm be honest, that was the biggest thing that it bothered me. And for that to pop up, it was like, what else I want to talk about? Because I want to talk about like things with conspiracies, right? And I was like, you can it could be an accident or somebody actually could have raped her. But as a mother, I'm not letting my child to rest until I have a whole second opinion. You know,
have her mama been on the case, or they just let it go?
She was on it for a while. Like something happened in 2019. The lawyer was defense lawyer was fighting for. He was saying the defense lawyer was saying that allegedly, I guess he said that she was raped. Somebody came in the inbox, said they saw this, said the people who worked there did that to her. And I told them to show me. They never showed it to me. I didn't look all over I looked everywhere for it. I don't see anything like it's closed. The people said she died. She had drugs in her system. She had alcohol in her system. They had pictures even with something in her drink. When they were taking pictures, they seen something about her drink. And I just said, them girls was just popping pills. You know what I'm saying? Young, popping pills. I just don't think her friends did them because the girls spoke out. You know what I'm saying? One of the girls, she's speaking out because everybody was on her, you know? And it's a bad feeling if you did not do something to somebody, you know? It was just so many said about that. Like the girl was mad because she took the boy from her. You know, it was just so much stuff being said, the reason why they did that. I said, you just go to the extreme to hurt somebody. See, it wasn't supposed to go that far. That's basically, like you were saying, the rape part, it wasn't supposed to go that far, and it did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shit, I don't trust some little young motherfuckers, man. I done heard stories. I be watching Discovery ID, and I done seen black girls lead other black girls into the woods and kill them and shit. So, I mean, you may think that those girls may have not done that, but you got to think those girls not like y'all. They don't see the sisterhood the way y'all may have when y'all were younger. I remember one of them episodes. It was in Tennessee. This black girl was into witchcraft. She led another girl into the woods, and her and her black boyfriend cut this girl's insides out and dismembered her body and everything. So you can't necessarily say that those girls didn't have nothing to do with it, or those was our friends, because they might just be trying to save their ass.
Well, I'm not saying it, but I'm just in my head. I did for a long time say they had something to do with it in my mind because I just can't see. You could be. She looked at tipsy, right?
Mm-hmm.
She didn't look drunk, but you know how somebody tipsy or whatever.
Well, gave us some dope too.
Yeah, dope.
That video of her staggering, that was like, that wasn't drunk.
Like probably a date rape.
Yeah.
Because that I got someone tried to get me, but my brother was there, and I end up didn't even know how I made it home, and it's because I let somebody buy me a drink. And we didn't know that the Lord fixed it that my younger brother was at the club. And he came to the car. Me and the girl Shay was together. I think they gave us both. They probably was gonna have us on pictures, flick us up, all type of stuff. We both didn't know how we made it.
Yeah.
You know, you remember how you made it home? And I know that I don't drink in that way. You know what I'm saying? And I kept saying, girl, I don't drink like that. And I said that night, I said, all I remember drinking one drink. That was it, a Tom Collins.
Yeah.
And it was like lights out. You know what I'm saying? I woke up the next day, don't know what happened from sitting in my car talking to my brother to getting home. You know, you don't know how you got home, and I don't know how I got home. I just know I was at home in my bed, ready to roll, on and everything.
Damn.
And I just, after that, I just would not take I'll let people buy, but I won't allow them to hand me anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just never, after that, I would, if I walk away, make a mistake, you make a mistake, somebody talking to you, but my drink is sitting there, I won't touch that drink. I wouldn't touch that drink no more. But at the end of the day, we're going to wrap it up or whatnot. We had a good talking today. People are like coming in and out or whatever.
Yeah.
We got to promote this thing. I got to see how to promote it on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So we can get up there with whatever. I don't know how to, I'm trying to know how to do that.
Yeah, I got some ideas. I'm gonna run by you, but shit, I got to go. I got to get up at 6 in the morning. Good night.
Good night. Have a great one.
You too.